In this video, I'm going to tell you that everything you have ever learned about the Air Jordan 1 band is a complete lie. Not only was this shoe never even banned by the NBA, it was never even worn during a game.
On September 15th, Nike created a revolutionary new basketball shoe. On October 18th, the NBA threw them out of the game. Fortunately, the NBA can't stop you from wearing them.
What's up guys, Soul State here, and today for this first video on this brand new channel, we are going to look at the sneaker history of one of the greatest shoes of all time, possibly the most iconic, the Air Jordan 1 band. But we're going to get to the bottom of this, and I'm going to give you guys the exact truth about the Air Jordan 1 band. This is a brand new channel. We are doing big things here. I am running a giveaway for the first 100 subscribers of this channel. I'm giving away $100. Subscribe to the channel right now. Make sure that you are part of those 100 people. I have a lot of great content coming for you guys very, very soon. Not just sneaker related. I want to hear what you guys want. Gaming, IRL content, stuff like that. Comment down below. Now, let's get into the true story of the Air Jordan 1 band. To understand how fiction became fact, we first need to understand the sneaker environment in 1984. Nike was not the #1 sneaker like it is today. As a matter of fact, Nike wasn't even close. The go-to sneaker in the 1980s for playing basketball was Converse. Converse had all the big stars of the 1980s. Converse had people like Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and even Dr. J, all signed to exclusive deals to wear Converse, not Nikes. But Nike wasn't even #2. Arguably, it may not have been even #3. Nike was for sure behind the leader Converse, and it was behind Adidas in terms of basketball sneakers. No one looked at Nike as a legitimate shoe to play basketball in. So, Nike being behind the 8 ball in the sneaker market, what did they do? They tapped a young basketball player out of the University of North Carolina to be their savior. The only problem? MJ wanted nothing to do with Nike. He did not want to be a part of the brand at all. The only sneaker deal that MJ was interested in coming out of college, rocking the 3 stripes of Adidas. The interesting thing to talk about the greatest basketball player of all time, who originally wanted to sign with Adidas, was Adidas didn't want him. Back then, MJ was not MJ. Michael Jordan was not Michael Jordan. He was simply Mike Jordan, a young kid out of the University of North Carolina who had not proven a single thing in the NBA world. Back then, rookies didn't get shoe deals like they do today. So, not only did Adidas turn Mike down, so did Converse. So the top 2 choices were gone, in steps Nike. Mike was still hesitant to sign with Nike in the beginning. He said he did not want to be a part of Nike, but the only thing that swayed him to be a part of the Czech brand was the fact that Nike was going to offer him a signature shoe on day 1. They told him that he didn't have to prove anything to them yet on the NBA level. They knew that he was going to be a big star, so they offered him a signature shoe right out of the gate. An unprecedented deal for a rookie, but Nike was batting 3rd at least. They needed to take a big swing in order to pass Adidas and Converse. So they tapped Michael Jordan. Now they knew that the first shoe had to be revolutionary. Great was not going to be good enough on this one. Nike needed something that would change the game. So Nike went to work, in part with MJ, designing his first signature shoe. The design team over at Nike went to work crafting the exact shoe that MJ wanted. Everything from the midsole all the way up to how it fit around his ankle. Nike did their job. The hard part? How do you market a brand new shoe for a rookie who hasn't done anything in the league yet? That fell on MJ's agent, David Falk. See, Nike told David Falk that they would make any shoe that MJ designed and take anything that he wanted into consideration. The only catch was David Falk had to come up with the name for the shoe. Keep in mind, this is an agent, not a marketing executive. How do you know what to name a shoe that will change the game of basketball sneakers forever? Originally, David Falk just wanted to call the shoe Jordan or Michael Jordan. That was the athlete who was going to be wearing the shoe, and he thought that MJ was a big enough star to just call the shoe the Michael Jordans. Luckily, Nike did not go for this, and they said you have to come up with something different. So David Falk remembered, not too long ago, Nike came out with a brand new technology that was supposed to revolutionize the training shoe, Nike Air Soles. So David Falk began to think, Nike just came out with Air Soles. Michael Jordan plays most of his game in the air. He is a high flyer. Let's call the shoe Air Jordan. He came up with this in minutes. And now Air Jordan is a name that everyone in the world knows of. The shoe was truly unprecedented, not just in name, but in design. It looked different than any other basketball sneaker ever had. It looked aggressive. It looked like a basketball sneaker. But the thing that drew most people's eyes? The color. This was not your typical all-white basketball sneaker. Back in those days, any sneaker that had color was just a brief splash of color just to attribute the player to the team. This, however, was an all black and red Nike basketball sneaker. Nothing like this had ever come out before. People didn't know how to react at first, but the overwhelming consensus said, this is a shoe that we need. This is a great design and it is unique. But shortly after Nike came out with this great design, this great shoe that was going to revolutionize the NBA, the sneaker world, the unthinkable happened next. The shoe was designed in September, and then in October, Nike received a now letter that is quite famous around the sneaker world. The NBA stated, you have to remember that back in the 1980s, basketball players were not at the forefront of fashion trends like they may be today. Back then, everyone wore suits. Everything was polished and pressed. The great stars always made sure that their suit was well pressed and their dress shoes were shined before they stepped out. A young Michael Jordan comes in wearing sneakers, hoodies, and sweatpants. This is what truly made basketball sneakers a fashion statement. Nike and MJ were on top of the world. They had just designed a revolutionary shoe with a brand new color that people were excited about. Then the unthinkable happened. Nike designed this shoe in September. That's when they came out with it, or were supposed to. Before anything could even happen, Nike received the now very famous letter from the NBA. They received this letter in October stating the following. The red and black Nike basketball shoes worn by Michael Jordan does not comply with the NBA's color policy. Now, not only did all eyes turn to Nike, but more specifically, all eyes turned to the black and red Air Jordan 1s. So, with all of the spotlight on them, and the attention on them, and their signature shoe now being banned by the NBA, what did Nike do? They simply came out with the greatest marketing campaign of all time. Nike decided that MJ would wear the shoes in games, and they would cover every single $5,000 fine that he would receive by the NBA from wearing the shoes during the games. This sent everyone into a frenzy. Everyone now had to have the shoe that was so amazing that the NBA banned it from competition entirely. But was the Air Jordan 1 actually banned by the NBA? No. The black and red Air Jordan 1 not only was never banned by the NBA, but it was never worn during a single game. During MJ's rookie season in 1984, the Air Jordan 1 wasn't quite done yet. So Michael needed a basketball shoe to wear. What did he go to? MJ went with a shoe known as the Nike Airship. Now, the Nike Airship was in a classic white and red colorway. This was the colorway that MJ wore, but there was one other pair that was made. It just happened to be black and red. It was the black and red Airships that were banned by the NBA, not the black and red Air Jordan 1s. This is the most iconic Jordan 1 the most iconic sneaker of all time, and it was built on a lie. Go on StockX right now and search in Jordan 1. The shoe does not come up as the Jordan 1 black and red. The shoe comes up as the Air Jordan 1 banned. The fact of the matter is, the shoe that was banned by Nike was the Nike Airship. Therefore, the entire story, the entire myth, the entire legend of the Nike Air Jordan 1 ban is built on a lie. Now you guys know the true story of the Nike Air Jordan 1 banned. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. As I said earlier, this video took a ton of time to make. So please do me a favor and please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment down below for the YouTube algorithm. As a reminder, I'm doing a $100 giveaway for the first 100 subscribers of this channel. You guys have to subscribe now if you want to be in that giveaway. I do want to point out that this channel is not just about sneakers. This channel is going to be about sneakers, gaming, IRL content, and everything in between. If there's any type of content that you guys want to see, be sure to comment it down below. I have a few more of these sneaker history videos that I would love to make. I would love to know what shoes you guys would like to see, and then I would also just like to know what type of content you guys would like to see on this channel. That's it, guys. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys have an awesome rest of your day. My name's Soul State, and I am Iron Man.